Okay, let's look at beam activities. First of all, let's encourage them to get on the beam properly. We're going to start in squat, hold on to the beam. We're going to get nice and balanced in our squat position, and then we're going to slowly stretch up before we get started. Let's look at how we're going to dismount. We always want our toes on the end of the beam, nice and still, before we do our jump. Jumps with good landings as well. We don't want people stepping or running off the beam. Always stop and jump and land. So we need a good mount and dismount every time. Beginners, we're just going to focus on different walking steps, different activities each week, just mix it up. So I'm going to run through some of those. We've got the ice cream scoop. So ice cream scoop, we are bending the legs, scooping the leg down, kicking it up. Bending the knees, scooping and kicking. And the whole goal is just keeping the feet straight, getting a nice dip down with that leg, getting used to walking along the beam. Okay, so that's the ice cream scoop. We could try just sidestepping. We want the balls of our feet on the beam. We don't want to be like this, toes hanging off the end. So grip the toes around the beam, use the arms to balance, just stepping sideways, joining the legs nicely, holding the core tight, squeezing the muscles, learning not to wobble. Never jump off sideways, always say we must face forwards before we jump at the end. Side step, a little bit more difficult. We could do the grapevine. So this time, it's step, cross in front, step, cross behind. That is really tricky to get for the little kids. Getting that on the soft beam might be a good starting point. Okay, so we've got the sideways and the forward. Let's go backwards. We can just start flat feet, just trying to walk backwards, making sure they step back with each foot. Some of them will be like this. No, we want you to step back. And when you think you're near the end, we want you to come up on your toes, turn around before you jump on. Okay? We could have them just walking forwards. Flat feet, they're just walking. When you get to the middle, you're just going to do a full turn all the way around. And then keep walking. So walking forwards with a turn in the middle. We could try and get them bouncing on their toes more. So this time when we come up from the squat position, we're actually going to balance right up on the ball of our feet. So our heels aren't on the beam. We're going to try and walk on our tiptoes. Nice and slow, keeping our legs straight. We don't want this. We want straight legs. So a good coaching term is to push your knees back. If your knees are bent, push your knees back. Get them straight. Again, we can do that in the backwards position. Okay, we can move into some kick work. So this time we want nice high kicks with straight legs. We're not going to do that one on our toes, it'll be very easy to fall off. So we're going to go flat feet so we can keep our balance. Okay, we could do that one with the kicks going backwards. Nice big kick behind. Really good for the balance and making sure they're tight in the middle. We can go swing forwards, backwards, forwards, step. Forwards, back, forwards, step. So lots of walking movements, using the legs, extending up onto their toes as well. Okay, intermediates, we probably want to move into some jumping and leap work. Okay, and even had the spins. So starting off with jumping, nice and basic. Remember, we've got one toe in front of the other. It's not feet dead together. So a little spring, keep the balance, bend your knees to land. Push down and land. We don't want really fast along the beam. We want control and we want stop. Then we can start to introduce the arms. So this time we're going to swing our arms past our hips, all the way up, and then bring them out for a nice, strong, steady landing. So the arms are going to go up past the hips, out to land. We could just practice that movement. Up, land, and then go. Good teaching points. Eyes focused on the end of the beam. No looking around. you'll get distracted, you'll fall off. So eyes focused on the end, glutes squeezed tight, your glute muscles should be strong, stomach muscles sucked in. If your muscles are squeezed, you're not going to wobble. We can add the jump a tuck. So we can go into a tuck jump. We're going to swing the arms up and forwards to land. So we'll go. And when we land, we don't want to be like this, shoulders down, bum out. We want heels, hips, shoulders in a nice straight line, bum tucked in. So we don't want to land like this, we want to be here, strong. Strong, push the heels down, not on the toes. No landing on the toes, heels down. Cat leap. It's not very big leap. You can only fit one end, and you always have to start at the back. So cat leap. Trying to finish with a nice stretch at the end. Or a normal leap. A step, leap onto the other foot. Okay, let's move into some balances. Okay, we might just say today we're going to do the knee balance on the beam. Thumbs on top, gripping the beam. One knee on the beam. Stretch the leg up, head up nicely. And then we're going to try and swing the leg and stand up. We could try the scale balance. So scale balance, we are just lifting the leg up as high as we can. A little dip of the shoulders, get that leg higher, hold for 3, bring it back under control. We don't want the shoulders going right down here, and we don't want a bent leg, nothing like this. We want to keep the shoulders and the chest up nicely. So the main thing is shoulders and chest up, little dip forwards, and then back. The Y balance, they've got to be good at middle splits for this one. Hold the heel, leg out to the side. The stalk balance. Bend the leg, cheerleaders like this one. Okay, so there's a number of balances they can have a go at. Scale, knee balance, Y balance, stalk balance. What else? Okay, let's move into some skills, advanced. Okay, handstand. Lunge, thumbs on top. So that one was just a half handstand, only one leg went up. And that's how you want them to start. You don't want them to go straight into full-blown handstand. They've got to start carefully and slowly and gradually build. So it might look like this at the start. Okay, then I'm going to gradually build. Okay, now I'm going to go for my full handstand. You go too far over the top, they've learnt on the floor mats, they know how to twist and come out of the handstand safely. Nothing's rushed. It's always a slow starting position. Toe ready, into the lunge, grip the beam, and you want them to look to see where they're going to put their foot on the beam in the handstand. Advanced kids can also do their round-offs off the end of the beam. It's in a lot of the school competitions, so it's fine for them to practice that. Hands on the end, legs together, finish. You don't want a big push, you don't want them landing on the hard mats. Wrong. You just want to see that leg join and a nice tidy finish at the end. Remembering to keep it straight and not twist. So you want them reaching forwards, over, and stretch. That's most of the boom skills. Beginners stick to walking. Intermediates add the jumps and the balances. Advanced, you can have the skills of handstands and round-offs. Another one would be spins for advanced. Beginner spin, all you want them to do, beginner spin, just walk around. Flat feet, walk around in a circle. Intermediate level, now we want to go on our toes and turn. So we're going to go up on our toes, arms up, we're going to hold our shape, turn, step, turn. So we're doing a full circle all the way around. They might get confused because they get to here, the legs get all twisted up. So when they get to here, they've got to take that step forwards so they can do a full circle. Else you can get them to go, turn this way, turn back. 1, 2. So they're learning to balance on their toes, hold their body shape nice and strong and tight without wobbling. Advanced level, knee to the side, arms to the side, onto the toe, knee comes, this is the landing shape. So it's on the heel, up on the toe, try to finish and balance. That one's hard. So they've really got to learn to hold the legs strong and keep everything super tight. So that definitely is the advanced level with that one. Spins, jumps, balances, various walking steps. We can also add side movements. We've got the side lunge. They can make a nice shape in their side lunge. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Or you can try the shoulder balance. Advanced only. Grip under the beam. Nice straight legs. Lift up. And then come back.